In our last recording, we made this handy dandy item counter and some variables for counting different things. And I wanted to make some improvements to it, like it can't go past 0, like go if you subtract, and maybe it can't go past, I don't know, some number 20 if you go the other way. So another thing I wanted to fix was if we go back to my little test screen and I hit Shift Space, these are really hard to click on. They're really tiny. So let's make that bigger. And then let's fix the like smaller than 0 thing. So I'm going to go, let's see. Okay. Yeah, it might be a little more noodling than I thought it was going to be. All right, so here's our first one. I wonder if, I think it's still just doing the text though. Okay, I'm going to draw a rectangle around it. Like so. And I'm going to option drag it over here. That'll be a little better. Okay, so those rectangles, I'm sure, yes, popped out of counter. So we have to take both of them. I'm going to say plus button. And this one is minus button, so I don't lose them. Okay, click them and drag them into the component. Did that work? Yes. Now they live inside here. And now I can make them invisible because they are ugly, but they are on top of everything, and that's what we want. So make you invisible, but you're still there. Yay. Right, let's go back, and we're going to have to rewire actually, because the interaction will be on a different part. So I'm going to go to prototype, and I'm going to click this. I wish there was a way to like cut and paste. I don't think there is. Let's try it anyway. Well, I cut it off. So let's try to find the button rectangle plus. Oh, did it not? It didn't update. That's so sad. Oh no, plus button, minus button. There it is. I'm just crazy. Okay, when this button is clicked, interactions. Let's see if I can paste it. Dang it. Minus. Paste. No. I don't think so. No. Sadness. Okay, well, fine. We'll do it. Tap. When I tap it, I want to set the variable of, this is the first one, which is caret, right? Yes, carets. Of caret count to caret minus 1. And then we'll just do one of them. So make sure I get the plus button. Interaction. When I tap, set the variable of caret count to caret count plus 1. Cool. All right, so let's try that. Yeah, so the clickable area is much easier than trying to get a hold of that tiny little subtraction, which is nice. We like it. We like it. We like it. Okay, so let's fix the below 0 part. Let's see. I think we're going to have to do it on each one, which is a bummer. Yeah, I don't think... Could we do it on the total one? I don't think we can. Which is a bummer. Yeah, because we don't want the caret count to go down. We don't want... Yeah, I think we have to do it here. Okay, so on tap, we want to do some other stuff. We want to do a conditional. So I'm actually going to change this to conditional. And we are on the minus. So I'm going to say if caret count is less than or equal to 0, then let's see, then I want in here to set the variable of caret count back to 0, basically. If it goes below or it is, just set it to 0. Otherwise, I want the variable of caret count to be caret count plus 1. Cool. So that's the first part. Since this is subtracting, I don't think I care about the max value for this. I think this is fine. I think this will be good enough. Let's see if it works. So I'm going to shift space it. I'm going to just go up a little bit, and then I'm going to go down, and hopefully, why is it, what did I do wrong? I did a plus somewhere. I know where I did it. You probably watched it happen, and you were like, no. Yep, there it is. So change that plus, are you in there? To a -1. Okay. This time for real. Shift space, plus, 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 minus, 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 minus. Always 0. Perfect. Okay, let's set the top one. Doesn't really matter. We'll just say 10. Doesn't really matter. You can set whatever you want. I don't care. Okay, so conditional, we're going to do the same thing. If caret count is equal to, oh, they do have a not. Okay, if it's greater than or equal to, that's what that one is. Caret count, wait, if it's equal to, not the thing, we'll say 11, 10, equal to 10. I guess 10. Then we will just set it to 10. Kind of wish, like, I would probably have some error message if this was a real app. I would have an error message that would say, that's too much, but I don't want to do that right now. Okay, set the variable to, we'll just have it stick to 10. Is it going to get in a loop? Maybe it has to be greater than 10, because if it's equal to 10, it's going to go crazy. Yeah. So let's change that to just be equal. Whoa. If caret count is greater than 10, then set it to 0. Otherwise, it can just continue on its way. Caret count is equal to caret count plus 1. All right, let's try the top one out. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh, that's broken now. Okay. Okay, 5, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, oh, weird. Okay. I guess it does have to be 10. That is strange. All right, let's fix it. If it is greater than or equal to, okay, try that out. Yeah, I guess it has to get to greater than before it can. Okay, 8, 9, 10, 10, 10, 10. Perfect. And then I would have an error message pop up. The cart. What's happening with the cart? Maybe it's just the buttons. Yeah, because we added those buttons, and now basically the rectangles are keeping these buttons from working. So we just have to get rid of this one and this one, and then we'll add, where's the button? Okay, minus button. We got to rewire this. Tap, change set the variable to cart count to cart count plus 1. No, minus. See, I did it again. -1. And this one, the rectangle part. There we go. Add, tap, set variable cart count to cart count plus 1. And we should probably not have the upper limit one, because depending on how many items we have. And also, I wonder if it will go negative. It might. Let's see what happens. Burr, 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 burr. Okay, shift space. All right, the cart goes up. The cart keeps going up. Yep. Well, yep, that's not good. So we'd have to have another conditional that says basically, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to think about that right now. That's hard. Because we don't want this to be limited, but we want to say, don't add to this number if this one is above 10. So that would be interesting, maybe for another video. But yeah, we basically have to say if carrots, like part of this, if carrot count is greater than or equal to 10, somehow stop the count of cart count. Yeah, future video. Not going to think about it right now. Cool. And then what happens if we go down? Probably same thing. It'll keep going down. Down, 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 down. Yep, there it goes. Yeah, okay. Maybe a third video. See you later.